Your Excellency, the President, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my friend, ndugu yangu Governor Olelenku, viongozi wote walioko hapa, captains of industry, especially the banking sector, developer, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Excellency, mine is very brief, but first is really to thank you once again. I know I did it so about a few weeks ago, kule Mukuru, because, Your Excellency, you managed to bring the housing agenda right on top of your plan in government. And because of that, Excellency, on behalf of the ministry, on behalf of the State Department, we really feel honored that indeed now we have a president whose agenda, number one, is actually housing. You know, before, Excellency, we talked about the big four, and still we have the big four. But I think housing now, from what I'm seeing, clearly is agenda number one. And for good reasons, Excellency, because without shelter, have life is actually a basic need. Excellency, you've done one thing which really makes a big difference. Let me say this. As a former banker, and there are so many bankers here, you brought what we call supply and demand together. Supply, we have all these developers, all these units coming up across the country. But without the demand, that supply will be useless. Excellency, you made sure that as you support developers, you have not left the people, the consumers, who you take over those housing units. That's why today we have these testimonials. People saying, yes, we have these units here, but they are takers as well. Excellency, balancing supply and demand is not easy, because that's why you require the financing sector. And you have brought sanity in terms of the pricing of mortgages. I know you are very passionate about the pricing of mortgages, because there's no point of doing 720 units here if the people who won't need those houses can't afford them. And I know you have always asked us, me and PS Hinga, that we must make sure that the pricing is accurate, is affordable. You have a vision, and that vision is what you bring us to the next level. By bringing private developers and individual homeowners together, like you've done today, this is what you give proper energy to this agenda for housing. You brought dignity to the people, because looking around these houses, there's access in terms of all these, you've seen water. So in terms of the government making and say that indeed there is high prospects going forward, the leadership, we believe Kenya will go miles ahead. With those few remarks, allow me now to welcome you to address this gathering. Thank you, Excellency.
Thank you, James. Asante sana, James. Tafadhali tuketi. Asanteni sana.